What is going on, everybody? So today I wanted to talk about this saltwater hobby that we're all in and how frustrating it can really be. Now, a lot of people, they have their aquariums and it gets to the point where they think it's good, they think it's maturing, and all of a sudden one thing gets through or one thing happens and it just takes a complete nosedive, and it can be very frustrating. And I wanted to share with you one such tank today that, had aptasia, had hydroids, had all these different things in it, and we've had to deal with and try to get this tank back on track. And not only that, the customer had construction on his house, and it caused the tank really a lot of stress. So this is just a video showing how we got the tank back on track and where it is now and the work that still needs to be done.
All right, so here is the aquarium. We are at the customer's house right now, and let's take a look at how things have progressed. We got really good growth on the star polyp. The waving hand anthelia is just growing all on the return nozzles. We got I'm just gonna get rid of that coral altogether. Space Invader Pectinia is looking crazy awesome. I want to put actually more of that in this tank, but this is a real issue. You see that waving hand anthelia? See how it's crawling all over that trumpet coral and starting to sting it and kill it? We got to get those guys out of there. I'm sick of that coral. I hate it. It's ugly and just want it out. Beautiful. Everything over here is looking great. Oh, the rock flower anemones are spawning again. They're actually having babies again. So that's really a win, because they were really looking bad there for a second. And then we have to remove this rock right here with the sponge on it, and then you can see up there that lepto is getting stung by the waving hand anthelia. I hate that coral so much. Torch coral looks great. For the majority of the corals in this tank look great, but we have to get rid of that rock right there. I'm gonna probably plan that next visit to get rid of that sponge. Hammer corals look like night and day what they used to look like before. Big, full, incredible Hulk leptos encrusting like crazy. We've opened up that area there. It's got plenty of room to grow now. And the Pavona coral is doing great too, and it's getting more light ever since we cut back this red cap monopora and kind of shoved it back there and gave other corals room to grow. And I actually added a sunset monopora in this tank, which is polyps are fully out. It's a beautiful coral. Just the polyps are they just kind of blend in, but the coral itself is like bright pink. And this was an issue right here. This Duncan coral was, we had to put aptasia-eating filefish in here to take care of the aptasia that was plaguing this tank. And then once the aptasia was gone, they started going after this Duncan coral. And I caught the aptasia out, or the aptasia-eating filefish out last time, 2 weeks ago. And this is 2 weeks later, and the Duncans are starting to come back. So that makes me feel very good. Oof, here we go. Tons of pulsing xenia, which I love pulsing xenia, but it's claiming way too much real estate. We can't have that. I gotta get in here with some coral cutters or some pliers or something and pull that out. All these hammers, I thought we were gonna lose them, and we lost a good amount. You can see that dead skeleton up above there, but they're all starting to come back now, man. I'm really excited about this. This is a huge win. You can even see some babies there to the left growing, little heads growing rapidly too. I thought we were going to lose these chalice corals. Best color on the chalice corals that I've seen so far. We actually lost one frag of chalice coral, but we got that green one growing. The red mushroom looks incredible. All the corals in this tank are looking so much better. The aptasia is kind of getting under control to a point where I can manually try to keep up with it. And then the best thing of all is that Hollywood Stunner is able to grow in here. You can see some of the corals we lost that were on the overflow before it died out and bleached. And then we got a Apostolopora. This tank's doing so good. Apostolopora is growing on the return pump. How awesome is that? The top-down view of a hammer coral, and you can see all little baby heads that are popping up there. That's awesome. It's a great win. All right, so the aquarium's doing much better now. I'm hoping now that we got the aptasia-eating filefish out of here, that this Duncan will recover fully. So in 2 weeks, we'll be back. Hopefully that's looking good. I got some great ideas for this aquarium. We're going to put really nice corals in here once we frag up all this stuff here and clear up some real estate for it. But things are looking up, and I know we're going to have to continue to battle and continue to fight to make this tank look good. I've hit some aptasia today. You can see the kelp wasser there, but I'm just going to really try to stay on the aptasia and do our best here. Alright, I wanted to give everybody an update on this aquarium. This tank has been up for, over a decade, if not more. And we've made some slight changes to it. Now, this tank has gone through a lot of different problems.
Now, we didn't originally set this up. This tank had been up well before we came into the picture, and we were dealing with hydroids, really bad hydroid infestation. We were dealing with aptasia, we were dealing with flatworms. I mean, just everything that you can imagine we were dealing with. And we've slowly just tried to get this tank healthy, and it's been quite the battle. And we weren't able to do a complete restart just because the customer this is a very sentimental tank to them, so they didn't want to do a complete restart. So we were having to kind of just deal with what we had here and do our best to get rid of it. So there's still aptasia in here. Now how we got rid of the aptasia is we put the aptasia eating foulfish, and luckily they did the job, and they're doing the job, and they're keeping the aptasia. Before there was aptasia everywhere. They are keeping the aptasia away from the coral, and they're keeping it under control. Now it's not perfect, but they're doing their best. And it's still like there's some spots underneath here that you'll find an aptasia. So if we took them out, the aptasia will come back. So we've kind of worked around that, and we've done corals that won't be bothered by the foulfish. So we got some discosola mushrooms, got the blue, got the reds. I think there's some green in here too. Started growing some monopora. We got a blue plating sponge. I'm growing the green star polyp on the back overflows, which I just did a water change, so they're closed up. We got some rock flower anemones. I want to get some more feather dusters. Beautiful zoas here. Maxine mini carpet. We got some beautiful bubble tip anemones, green Kenya tree, leather coral. I just recently put this Hollywood stunner in there, and it looked like it got stung a little bit by that anemone. Got some pallies, but all basically stuff that is relatively hardy and durable. This SPS is encrusting like crazy. I put another frag there. I'm hoping it can take over this whole rock. That'd be really badass. Toadstool, and then we got another variation of an anemone, a green one that just recently split. So the tank looks full, looks great. I do want to add some more zoas. I was a little bit hesitant to add zoas just because I was scared that the aptasia eating foulfish might go after them. But these have been doing really well, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and try and put some more zoas in here. Blastomuso was getting absolutely destroyed by not only aptasia, but also what was it? Also getting destroyed by hydroids, but the hydroids are out of this tank. They've been kept under control. They're not completely gone. The hydroids aren't completely gone, but they are being under control. And I believe the reason why they are, I don't want to say for sure, but the reason why I think that now how we got rid of the hydroids, I'm gonna say, not with 100% certainty, but I noticed a big difference when we put the Monet cowries in here. They seem to go after this specific strain of hydroids. It really once we put a good army of the Monet cowries in here, they did an amazing job just kind of clearing out the rock and making it so the hydroids weren't so bad. There's definitely still some hydroids in here, but definitely not what they were before. But I just wanted to give an update on this tank. And it's all basic, easy stuff, but it looks really clean, really amazing. The fish are doing great, and we're gonna add some more stuff, but again, all easy entry-level stuff, fast-growing stuff, hardy stuff, because I know there's still pests in here. I know there's still aptasia. I know there's still hydroids, and at any minute that can kind of teeter and cause a problem. So we're not gonna go crazy and put anything too sensitive in here, not just yet, especially given that we have the aptasia eating foulfish. So, and this tank is pretty full. It's got an eel in here too, so it runs higher nutrients levels. But it's coming along nicely. I'm very happy with the way this turned out, or turning. All right, I would love to hear from you guys down in the comments, your opinion on both the aquariums, and also I'd love to hear how you guys feel about the saltwater hobby. I personally think that that the challenge of it is what makes it so addicting. If it was easy, it wouldn't be fun. The fact that it's challenging, that it's hard, and that we really have to pay attention, it makes the hobby worth doing. It can be frustrating at times, it can be discouraging at times, but I think that's what makes it special. And for me personally, that's what makes me just want to try even harder at it, because it's just, if you're successful, it means that much more. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.